Mabel, and we're about to do the coveted teddy bear cut on her. And we call it the blue tiger, because blue would be the length that we're going to be working with, right? You can go longer. They're all color coded, right? This one is the peach, right? So, how you doing, Mabel? She's like, I'm good. How you been? All right, so Mabel is just a magic bubble cat. That means she was born and bred for perfect temperament. Not a whole lot of special handling needed for her, right? She's gonna be fine no matter what, right? There's a lot of steps to this style. So you need a cat who's patient, right? So we say on our website, this is only for even temperament cats or owners who pre-treat their cat to make their cat's temperament even, right? Shuji, what are you doing? You got a crush on Maple? Look at my cat. He's like, who's that? Who's that? Mabel, you got a secret admirer? Alright. Okay. Yeah. What do we do? Where do we begin? There's so many steps to this style. I don't know where to start. Alright, let's start with the head. Waka waka. Waka waka. How's everyone doing in YouTube land? My sound hasn't been working all day, so sorry. If you're looking for the text-to-speech option, for some reason, it's not working today. It was working yesterday, not today. Shuji, what are you doing? You think nothing? Maple, I think you got a secret admirer. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're so cute. Should we work on our paws? Yeah, we'll work on our paws first. Alright, let's get on our bed. Start with our nails. Are you an amputee? No. They're in there. Alright, let's get that started. Look at her toe tufts. So for her style, Tiger, all of those toe tufts are getting trimmed back. Right? Waka waka. This teddy bear cut, as it's called in the pet industry, is not the easiest service request to ask for. Most groomers would not do it or would not know how to do it. So you kind of have to seek and look for a trained cat groomer. I mean, dog groomers are perfectly capable of doing this. They do this style on dogs all the time. So I'm not really sure what the issue is. I used to be a dog groomer, so I can look at both perspectives, right? Anyway, you know your mommy's watching? She is? Yep. She's out there on YouTube land looking at you right now. She's like, hi, mommy. I love you. Alright, let's do her sanitary. Just gonna easy access. Doing easy access for her Sunny. Waka waka. You're just a fluff meister. Mabel, you're a freaking fluff meister. Alright, we're going to bring that one is all clipper to the 0.8 to get it to skim these paws. And get these toe tufts off. And let's put a cone on her head so we don't cut any of her whiskers off by accident. not the cone of shame. That actually does about 10 different jobs. None have shame. Shame has anything to do with any of them, right? Right now we're using it to protect her from getting her whiskers. She's very curious and she might lean her head into the clipper and off goes the whiskers, so. Waka waka. Hi, hi, hi. How's everyone doing? Hello, hello, hello. Konnichiwa. Alright. Now, here's my favorite little boot brush. I don't have any up here. Fine. Guess I'll just order more. Anyone want to know the story of Mabel? It blows my mind every time I think about it. She was found outside wandering the neighborhood. She was outside for about a week. Can you imagine a cat like her fending for herself for a week out in the universe? Yeah, she's lucky. She's lucky she's alive. She was smart enough to know to hide underneath cars, right? Somehow she knew birds of prey wouldn't be able to get her there, right? And then someone recognized her, and then I guess it was fairly easy to catch her since she's just so sweet and magical, right? And then they called the rescue, and the rescue got a hold of the owner. But apparently, the owner had passed away, and somehow she ended up outside. Right? So we gotta pick up. Let's get you in there. Get you off your princess bed. Sorry. You gotta do check out, and we'll be right back, little one. She's like, okay. All right, be right back. And we're back. Alright, Mabel. Out you go. Miss Fluffmeister. You're just so gorgeous. Alright, let's get her back in position on her princess bed. This is a $10 pet bed from, you know, pet store. Anything that'll fit into a standard pillowcase. It just helps to support the cat for all kinds of little jobs. So we got her sanitary clip done, her face done, her perfect paws. And then we're going to work on the body. Or I might do the tail first, I'm not sure. She's getting a full tiger, so that includes a tiger body and tiger tail. The full indicates what's happening with the tail. It's important for me here at the salon to be on the same page with the owner and just be really clear with what it is that they're requesting. So a lot of times when people request things for their animals, they forget to mention what's happening with the tail, right? So I just want to be always crystal clear on what it is that the owner wants, right? And then the name of the service request will indicate what's happening with the tail. So if I say full, like a full lion, that means it comes with the lion tail. Or a full tiger, that means it comes with the tiger tail. Tiger tail just means the same length as the body, all the way down like a long cigar. Hi. I don't have any sound, so I can't hear what you guys are saying. Sorry. I'm not sure why it's not working. Okay. Let's do the tail. Now with this, oh gosh, she's got, uh-oh. Alright, so her coat is in trouble. That blue comb attachment is not going to go through any of that. So I have a trick for that. I'll show you. There's always going to be a trick for everything, right? All right. Oh, and it's imperative that you get a hold of a pair of chunkers for a teddy bear cut. You know, the forbidden cat grooming tool, which apparently every cat groomer uses outside of this country. But a lot of cat groomers in this country are told, you're not allowed. Okay. So I think for anyone who's going to pick up a pair of chunkers, one, you have to have experience with it. Hand scissoring techniques, you know, years of grooming before you would even consider using a chunkers on an animal, right? So, prerequisite that, right? Alright, we're going to go in reverse to get that bulk off. If you can see what I'm doing, I'm going close. I do about 2/3 of the tail. I don't go all the way down to the tip. because then otherwise it won't be a uniform length all the way down. Because the last part of the tail is super skinny, right? And what I'm looking to do is make a tiger tail, same length all over, right? There's a bunch of cat groomers that I've seen who have bypassed even using a pair of clippers, and they do that entire teddy bear cut with shears, right? So there's a whole bunch of different ways to do this style. This is the way I do it. There. And this is just a rough cut. So the tiger tail is in. Now we have an issue with her coat. It's gotten impacted, pelted on the sides. So not really sure how we're gonna probably have to use the velvet blade on the sides. So if I want the blue blade, blue comb attachment length, I'm gonna take the next comb attachment that's longer. You can go 1 or 2 sizes higher. I'm gonna go with 1 step higher. And then you just go in reverse for the initial cut, right? Wowza. Coat. It's not really even doing a whole lot. Oh, it's getting through it. Yay. But just barely. Another Lazy Susan grooming tool, using that bed. Alright, at this point, we're already running into problems, right? So, we're gonna be a little creative with how we get her done. We're gonna be a little creative with how we get her done. No way this comb attachment is going to go through that rat's nest, but let's try it. She's got a little bit of a rat's nest on her side. Let's see what's going on. Wow. I thought I was gonna have to use the velvet. Which is my 7F. Alright. Doesn't look pretty right now because it's just a rough cut. A lot of prep work. To get that cat's coat to where it finally needs that final prep, that final finish. A lot of prep work involved. The going rate for a haircut like this usually starts at around $200. Or you could just ask someone to just shave your cat down from head to toe, and in about 6 to 8 weeks it'll grow into the perfect tiger or teddy bear cut, right? You can do it that way. It won't cost as much. Alrighty then. Alright, let's turn you around. Wow. Wow. Good girl. Holy moly. Holy moly, 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 moly. Wow. If you're working with standard blades and you don't have that vacuum clipper, then get the wide blades. It's going to work out much better for you. Yeah. It's a little bit. Going with the 7F. Steady, steady. Here we go. Gotta do it. This is fully impacted, so nothing was going to get through that. Alright, so we're going to do the velvet in the undercarriage and then blend that with the blue length. We're going to go inside the legs with the 7 as well. Inner legs, probably a hot mess as well. Yep. There. That's one way to do it. Eliminate some of those problem areas. And get you on the other side. Good girl. Good girl. Ready, steady, here we go. Good girl. Here's where that rat's nest is. Holy moly, 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 moly. Hair back. You can get all your whiskers cut off. I hope your mom didn't see that. She would be shocked. She would be shocked. She's like, I don't care. I ain't taking no shit from nobody. I'm a new woman. Okay. Alright. Now. Here somewhere. Here. Alright. Now. Let us take this. This isn't just your basic cut. We have to do some repair work first, right? So we use the Lay Pooch Detangling Spray. We're going to use a power tool, and we're going to power through that coat. And you're going to focus on just keeping this on the top surface. You're not going to have it going down to the skin. So, went. Waka, 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 waka. You know, every cat that comes to our salon is perfectly capable of being groomed at low stress levels. Some will require a pre-treatment by their owner first. And one of the pre-treatments that they're working with is something that's been around for 20 years that literally just blocks the fight or flight signal from the cat. And it's been around for 20 years now. So my question to you, owner of the ragdoll, is why don't you know that? Is that because no groomer ever shared that with you? Or did your vet even not share that with you? A lot of people need to stop living in the dark when it comes to their cat's stress levels, right? Right? You'll be living under a rock, in my opinion, at this point, if you haven't heard of GABA. Waka, 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 waka. Alright, let's take this tool. Just make sure we get that through. A little coat prep. Did it. Did it. There. Alright. That side's free and clear. Put you on the other side. Good girl. Alright, we'll go back to the Detangling spray by Lake Pitch. This is a pre-bath only spray because it's oily. Not something you're going to use on the daily for your cat. There's other products for that. Pink Paw Pal sells a nice grooming spray. Kenchi sells a nice grooming spray for cats. The bottle's right here. Yeah, this is the Kenchi cat spray. It's called Happy Kitty. Just a little bit of coat prep first before we get started. Waka, 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 waka. Alright, let's see if we can run a comb through it. Good girl. Whee! Yay! Okay. Maybe here somewhere. Aha. Okay, here we go. Have you ever seen that groomer from Asia who goes in with the simple scissors like this and takes a fully matted dog and then just whittles away and cuts down that coat prior to the bath? That's kind of the same technique that I'm using right now. There. Okay. Get you off the bed. I don't think we need that anymore. Do we? She's like, I don't know. You tell me. Oh, maybe. Oh, do you miss that bed? Sorry. You're kind of already in position there, so. I'm going to do all of that final finishing after the bath. I'm just putting the basic outline in. Okay? Alright, up we go. Good girl. What? What seems to be the main issue there, Mabel? She's like, you? What do you mean, me? Don't you want to be a cute little teddy bear for your mommy? She's like, yeah. Then what's the problem? You. What are you trying to say there, Mabel? You took my bed away. Oh. Yeah, well, I can't get this position. That's why. Get that tail out of the way. There we go. Okay. It looks like a pretty rough cut, huh? Alright, we'll try it on your side. Try it on your side. Good girl. Now we have to do the 7F on the belly because it was too matted for our comb attachment to go through. And so now all we have to do is blend the 7F with the sides, which were the blue comb attachment, right? Alright, let's get you back up. Doing one last leg, and then we're going to put you in the tub. One last leg, and then you're all done, sort of, for the tub. Doesn't look like much right now, does it? Mm-mm. But that's your general shape and outline, right? Okay. Oh, greasy. That's the general shape of it. Now all we gotta do is properly clean it and dry it, and then we can do the final finishing. All right? Waka waka. You did this. Good girl. Remember how we couldn't run anything through her coat before? No, it's just going straight through. I don't want any surprises after the bath. You did it. All right, let's get her in the bath. Right this way. Good girl. Voila. Alright, ready? Steady? Alright, we're gonna slime you. She's gonna do what? We're gonna slime you. See, what does that mean? Goop. I'm gonna goop you. Good girl. Pretty much head to toe. I'm all out of pink paw paw. Otherwise that would be on her head right now. Say hi to your mommy, Mabel. Say hi to your mommy. She's watching. Yeah. Probably sitting in Starbucks, just sipping away on her coffee. She's like, great. Or maybe she's having her own spa day. I don't know. Wah, 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 wah. Alright. Where? Don't! Did Mabel fall? She said, I fell down. Did Mabel fall? I said, yeah. You need one of these? She's like, I guess so. Good girl. Alright, she's getting a head to toe degreaser, right? Because her coat is just not quite where it needs to be for a nice, beautiful teddy bear cut. So we have to prep it. Alright? Prep it with this first, and then do a proper cleaning and blowout. And then once her coat is bone dry, then we begin the sculpting of the final finishing. You want to get that coat nice and dry. Mabel's a magic bubble cat. Born and bred for perfect temperament, pretty much. She does have it in her. Definitely has it in her. Are you leaving? She's like, yeah. Alright. Can't even imagine what pets must be thinking when they have to go through this process. She's like, you slime me. I know. Let's use that instead. The key to a beautiful teddy bear cut is brush. Brush, 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 brush. She's really heavily oiled, so it usually takes a good 10 minutes to treat that. So even after I get this going, I'm gonna put her down for a few minutes. Where are you going? What? Because you can't figure it out? You're not leaving by design. By design, you're not leaving by design. What, you think you just walk out of here? She's like, yeah. No. Doesn't work that way. She's like, but I'm a cat. I usually get to do whatever I want, whenever I want, and go wherever I want. I don't know. New rules. New house, new rules. She's like, you're no fun. Yeah, well, Merry Christmas to you too, sweetie. Oh no. I just wanna, you're gonna take all the time to put that product in. Make sure you give it adequate enough time to work. At the very minimum, 10 minutes if a cat is really oily. All right, almost ready. Ready, steady. So what are some really good shampoos to use, especially on a teddy bear cat? Did you know there's texturizing shampoos for pet groomers? Alright, so what are some of the texturizing shampoos that I use for a teddy bear cut? Here, I'll show you the bottle. This is the La Pooch Puppy, the female scent. That's a texturizing shampoo. And then of course the Chubb's Bar, that's a texturizing shampoo, right? Try and get this warm. Alright, so that's Mabel. Might as well work on her face. We'll get her face done while we're waiting for that groomer scoop to work. I'm going to take a nice warm washcloth, put some foaming baby shampoo on it. Yep, human form. I use human baby shampoo. The foaming. Waka waka waka. And then we just start on one eye. Try not to, do anything upsetting to the cat. This is my default setting for cleaning the cat's eyes because the washcloth is nice and warm. And they're just sitting there not doing anything, so it works, right? Wow. Alright. She's like, what'd you have to do that for? No reason. Alright, so if you use a white washcloth, you can see everything. And you can also see when you're done. The staining stops coming off, right? Okay. Oh, that's done. How about the ears? You need the outer leather. Waka 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 waka. Alright. Now, is this warm enough? Could use a little bit more heat. I use a tea kettle for my shampoo bar, just to make sure that everything is at the right temperature. Which is really important for cats. Cats don't like anything cold. It makes them uncomfortable. Alright, ready? Here we go. We're going to start with the first block, which is the front, the head, the mane, and the front paws. Ready? Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Well, that's weird because the cat's not shaking. And we're using nothing but warm water and warm shampoos there, Kelly. So are you trying to gaslight, Kelly? Yeah. That's a sport for some people when they go on social media. It's a sport. Alright, ready? Let's get your head started. Good girl. Good girl. There we go. Good girl. I'm going to break up this princess scarf. Someone's about to drop off at the door. So just be ready for it. She's like, okay. Alright. Alright, bubbles. Thank you. Let's do this. It's going to take forever. I'll use this instead. Good. Good girl. Wiki. She's like, are you leaving? She's like, yeah, I'm out of here. Where are you going to go? She said, I don't care. I'll find a way. You're not going to get very far. Oh, you don't like that? Here. Let's put that back up for you. She likes that. Alright. Go on. Good girl. Good girl. Might as well just blow her out here after her bath. Just kind of speed up the drying process. Good girl. You did it. See you, Dale. Alright, second block is the tail and the two back legs. Good girl. Oh, there we go. Alright, we're just gonna put her in timeout for a second. Be right back. And we are back. Alright, we're just rinsing out all that groomer's goop that's throughout her coat. Get that out. Out, 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 out. Wow. Wow. See if we can turn the wheels on that. Oh, that'll work. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. She's like, what are you doing? Marinating you. She's like, that's horrific. That's horrible. That's not even funny. Yeah, I know. No, 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 you're not leaving. You're not leaving. She's like, watch me. What exactly is the problem there? She's like, you. Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you to share that with me, Big Mabel. Da 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 da. Gaslighting at its finest, people. Wow. Are you leaving? She's like, yeah. See, if she were a dog, you'd all be saying, oh my God, what's her name? She's so cute. What kind of breed is she? You know? You know how I know that? Because I used to be a dog groomer, right? But because it's a cat, it's instantly animal abuse. Just instantly. You guys are so easily programmable, it's pathetic. You're probably the same people who watch the news every night and believe everything that you're being told, right? Hairball. You doing hairball? She's like, sort of. Alright, and rinse. And rinse. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. How many dogs are this good for their bath? Just asking for a friend. Right? How many dogs are this good for a bath? Yet not once did anyone say how good she was. Right? Bless you. Y'all are just a bunch of hypocrites. Holding on to your double standards. Dog people, right? You're all just a bunch of goddamn hypocrites, in my opinion. Right? Alright, final finish. We're going to do the La Pooch Puppy and the Chugs Bar together with that ultimate texturizing finish on her coat to get that perfect teddy bear cut. Right? Alright, ready, steady, here we go. You want to take it one step further? make it easier for yourself, especially if you're not a professional groomer. Just take your little rabbit brush and make sure any knots or tangles are out of your cat's coat before you take your cat out of the bath, right? This little rabbit brush is going to pull out any and all of that dead undercoat as well. Rabbit brushes are like the little tips on the end, same as a cat brush. This is the same rabbit brush you're going to... What? What? You want a hairball? She's like, kind of. See that one? See that one? I don't think we did that one. Look at it. Look at that one. We got it. You're not helping. She's like, well, I can't breathe, lady. Yeah, I think you can breathe. That's the issue. Can you get back up? She's like, yeah. All right, let's break. You're done. Good girl. This is Mabel. And her mommy's watching right now. So show some goddamn respect. Right? You think I do these lives for you goddamn trolls? I don't think so. So that you can be entertained. Thinking that you're going to be watching a live mauling of a cat. Mauling a cat groomer. That's not going to happen, people. There is a show in Japan that does that. I think it's called Furries. Yeah. Check it out. Japanese men from Japan. They made a comedy show about how to groom a highly aggressive or completely level 5-6 cat going out of their mind, and then the little Japanese groomer comes and grooms them as the cat is trying to rip their face off. And then they add a laugh track to that. You know, I think that's probably more up your lane. Yeah, it's on TikTok, probably on Instagram, it's probably here on YouTube. Have fun. That'll entertain you, right? A little comedy show. But yet that account has millions. And those groomers are dripping in gold and designer jewelry and designer clothes and making a fortune off of idiots like you. Right? But yet, you know, grooming Mabel, that's a problem. Go fuck yourself. You don't think I know or have the perspective on what goes on out there? Oh, I do. You did it. You did it. Waka waka. Waka waka. All done. Sort of. You need it. Probably just blow her out right here. Alright, first towel out. First towel out. She's like, look, Ma, I did it. I did it, Ma. Waka waka waka. Waka 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 waka. Alright, ready? Here we go. Wrap her up. Let me go get a nice fluffy one. There she is. Good girl. these earphones on. We're going to blow her out here in the tub, right? Ready, steady. Could you be any cuter, Mabel? She's like, no, not really. All right, ready? Gotcha. Up we go. Up we go. Guaca. There. Yee. You stay there. Close your eyes. Wah. Wah. Good girl. Alright. Let's do some happy hoodies so we don't scare you with the hairdryer. Ready? No, 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 no. Put this one on. Wow. Good girl. Good girl. There. You ready for it? And she's like, yeah, I guess so. Alright, let's heat it up. Waka waka. Waka waka. Waka. Alright, you ready? Yeah. Here we go. Find something to dry. You can't climb like that. Oh, go fuck yourself, Cindy. I'm not here to babysit you, Cindy. Right? You can go fuck off. There. How you doing? Alright, you did it. Yeah, I'm not here to babysit anybody's goddamn hand while I'm trying to go live with cat grooming, right? I'm not here to hold your hand, right? Y'all can go fuck yourselves. I'm getting tired of it, actually. I'm really getting tired. Goddamn snowflakes who can't even handle. If she were a dog, no issues. Everybody's saying what a beautiful cat she is, or beautiful dog she is. What breed, how sweet. It makes me want to throw up. Right? You know, the title of this page says cat grooming on it. I don't know what y'all expect to watch other than a cat being groomed, right? And if you're not here to watch that, can you just all go fuck yourselves? Go somewhere else, please? Thank you. That's just a thought. Just saying. Right? Just saying. Right? Waka waka. Hee. You did it. She said I did what? You got your hair did. Pre-washed, cut, washed, and fluffed. Right? Good girl. Wow. 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 Good girl. It's too much for me. Okay. Like Scarlett O'Hara before the war and after the war, right? Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, Scarlett's up. Scarlett's on YouTube. Oh, Red, what will I ever do? How shall I ever survive without you? I refer to those temperaments as Scarlett O'Hara before the war versus after the war. Right? Two different mindsets, two different mentalities, two different perspectives, right? Oh, right. Waka 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 waka. You're doing it. Alright, if you can get this comb through the cat's coat, then you're ready to sculpt. Okay. Waka waka. Waka waka. You did it. Alright. Gonna give her a moment. Just a moment. Not a whole lot. Just a moment. Good girl. Just a moment. Alright. There she is. The little beauty queen herself. Alright, so I'm here to set up the station, getting ready for her final finishings. We're going to do the blue tiger cut. Blue is the name of the comb or the length that we'll be using for the final finish. Underneath that is a 10 wide blade. We're using the wide blades. You get much better results when you use the wide blades. Don't you know? Right? I'm here freely sharing and giving of myself from the last 20 years of working with, yeah. And somehow you all feel that a nice warm pile bucket of shit, it would be appropriate to dump over my head as a way of, you know, appreciation. Right? Really? Really? Why, thank you. So sweet of you. How about if I just don't look at the camera anymore? And I don't have to listen or see or hear all of this shit. And I can just go on with my lives, right? And the ones who are here to watch and learn, great. The ones who are here to troll, it's not going to work because I can't see or hear you anymore, right? So, new rules. New rules. And just a final farewell to all of you fuckers, right? Final farewell to all of you fuckers, right? Love you. Now, is there a way I can make any comments just go away? Yeah, probably. Yipper. so I can groom my cat clients in peace. Yeah, we can do that. Can we do it mid-live? Not sure. Is it possible to do that mid-live? Let's see. Let's just see. Probably not. No, I don't think so. Well, we'll know for our next live. Okay. Shoot, you're kind of in the way there. Up you go. Boy. Alright. Ready? Steady. Here we go. Doing a comb cut or tiger cut, teddy bear cut, plush cut, kitty cut. It's got so many different names. It's a lot like going up a mountain. And then as soon as you get to the top, The final finishing is just easy peasy. But getting to that top of the mountain could be a little tedious, depending on the condition of the cat's coat, right? So that's neither here nor there. You're all just watching to be entertained by the trolls anyway, so save it. Good girl. What are you doing? You got something? You got something in your mouth? Hmm? Here, come here. What are we doing? There. Better? He's like, yeah. Better. Alright, there we go. Waka, 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 waka. Alright, ready, steady? There. Good girl. You look like a little Chewbacca, a little mini-me Chewbacca. Who's that? It's the furry guy from Star Wars. He's cute. Yeah, I know. I knew you'd like him. That's all. Good girl. Alright. What? Do a little close up maybe? There we go. No, you're not leaving. She's like, watch me. I want to go back in that box. Look at her looking at that box. She wants to go back in the dryer box. Nobody bothers you in there, huh? There. Waka, 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 waka. Where? Where? Good girl. So cute. Alright, ready, steady? Here we go. Are you happy, buddy? She's like, no, I'm good. Well, just let me know. Need anything. I need my mommy. Well, she's watching. She'll be back in a little bit. Yeah, she'll be back in a little bit. I think you need a happy hoodie, sweetie. Wow. Good girl. Good girl. Wow. 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 Yeah, you'll get one. It's here somewhere. Here, how's this one? We'll do this one. Wow. Alright? Better? She's like, I guess so. You get you on your side. Waka waka. Good girl. Alright, other side? Yeah, we're gonna get you on the other side. Hi. Boop. You're welcome. You did. She's like, what did I do? You get your finishings done? Mommy's watching. And Mabel will be ready in about 20 minutes. Just doing all of her finishings. Almost there, Mabel. Almost halfway done. Now flip you on to the other side. And then you're there. She's like, thank God. Yep. This is basically what you call the never-ending grooming. Why a lot of people don't offer it. Alright, so anyone who's still following or who's watching on this after it's been posted, what we did was because we're not dealing with the live people anymore, the velvet was all down on the body underneath, and then you need to match that to the longer length that's on the sides and the rest of the body, right? Which was the blue comb attachment. So it's just a simple, easy blend. Why using a chunkers is key, in my opinion, right? Alright. Walk. You still in there? She's like, yeah. Alright, one whole side is all done, little one. You're halfway there. Wham. Other side. That's it. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Almost there. You're in the home stretch there, little one. Alright, Mommy should be ready in under 10 minutes. 10 minutes and counting. Good girl. For anyone who's studying this cut or who wants to learn more about how to make this better, there is a TikToker who is a master at the tiger cut, teddy bear cut, and her handle is called Katsini. She's a woman from Malaysia, so it's Kat and then S-I-N-I. Yeah, her work is pretty amazing, and her teddy bear cuts are exquisite, and they're the real teddy bear cuts, you know, the ones that leave a nice long plush length, not the cheating one. A lot of groomers will use the equivalent of a 7F, right, or 7F length, and call that a comb cut. No. Teddy bear cut. No. Nope. A real teddy bear cut is going to be long and plushy, right? And she makes them look so pretty. She is currently going live now, but because of her time zone, you wouldn't catch her unless you stayed up past midnight, right? Which is possible. Every once in a while, I'll catch her going live. What's great about what Katsini does is she's in a pretty male-dominated industry, and she's kicking every man's ass right now with the work that she does. That's what I find most amazing about Katsini. Yeah, she's kicking every man's ass with the quality of her work. Okay. Get it. All right. What's going on with this belly? Let's just get that taken care of. Bless you. All right, let's blow you off. All right, ready, steady, here we go. All right, so when you blow out the coat afterwards, that's like a litmus test to see where all your mistakes are. So let's just see where all my mistakes are. Wow. All done. All right, Mommy, come back anytime. She's probably sitting right outside. So after the blow dry, that final, that's why I call that the finishing dryer, because it really shows all of the mistakes. When you're grooming dogs, you have something called a finishing comb, but for cats, yeah, we're going to use a finishing dryer. You can use a comb, but the dryer seems to show where everything is that needs to be corrected. That's so cute. Another day, another warm bucket of shit poured over my head. Thank you so much, all of you live people, for making me feel so good about myself, right? But that was by design. That was what you wanted to happen, wasn't it? Twisted fucks. By design. Mm-mm. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work. We can do that same way with the other leg. Yeah, you're helping. Good girl. Good girl. She's like, I always try to help. Good girl. Alright, Mommy, come back anytime for Mabel. Alright. Waka waka. Let's make this a little bit tighter. Under the face. Good girl. You did it. Oh, so cute. Alright, let's blow her off. So cute. Alright, say goodbye to Mabel. Bye-bye. Alright. Hey, Mabel. Good girl. You're adorable. Alright. Alright. See you next time. That's probably the first teddy bear cut that we have uploaded to the YouTube channel. I'm sure there's a bunch of people who've been waiting for me to do that. So there you have it. That's just one way to do it. There's so many different techniques, so many different ways to do that cut. That's just one version of it. You'll see a lot of trained cat groomers who are going to be working with a clipper vac. Sorry, brain block. They're going to be using a clipper. I just said it, clipper vac. But what I have found, if you don't have one of those, if you just switch to the wide blades, it's going to help. Because for whatever reason, the fur doesn't seem to get clogged up in the wide blade comb attachments as easily as the small blade ones, right? So that's just one little tip, in case you didn't know, right? For those of you who are actually here on this account wanting to learn more about cat grooming and the different haircuts, which is the purpose of this account, right? So for anyone else, you can all fuck off, right?